So hello everyone, myself Jalaj Nagpal and I welcome you all to AduTap. So in today's session of Phenonomics series, we are going to cover and decode a very important concept related to finance. Yes, today we are going to cover financial markets. Under financial markets, we are going to cover different components of equity market. We are also going to discuss different components of debt market as well. And in this, we will be also going deep into the equity market. We will see what are anchor investors and how different type of IPOs work. So let's start ahead. And before moving ahead, I would like you to subscribe to our YouTube as well as to our Telegram channel. And the link of the same is given in the description box below. So let's first decode this particular topic and let's analyze how SEBI as well as RBI Grid B are happening, and they are like, we have to know the current, the level of questions as well as how they are asking questions from the financial markets. So if you see, these are the set of questions which has specifically been asked in the RBI Grade B. So if you see, this particular question was asked in 2019 and this is a question of phase 2, and in phase 2, it's the biggest, a type of an hurdle towards the interview. So the question says capital markets facilitates issuance of new securities and their trading. Which type of capital markets facilitates IPO? And these are two similar questions which have been asked in the same examination. If you see towards the SEBI Grade A, questions like dematerialization of securities is covered under which act? Even in the year 2022, there were some questions related to financial markets. So if you see, and if we properly analyze, these particular questions, according to me, are like not even easy. They are very easy. Yes, financial markets is completely knowledge based and it is completely application based, and I guarantee you, if you be there with me in the next 3 to 4 videos, because we will be covering financial markets in a series of video, then all these questions will be seeming to you very easy. Not even very easy, it will be very easy. So let's start now. Now first, coming to the basic topic of financial markets. See, and when we tell the term that financial markets, by this we particularly mean that different types of securities which are traded in financial market. It gives us a platform wherein different companies can come and they can raise funds via different securities. So when I say there are different securities, then there will be different types of markets. So under financial markets, we have the first is capital market and this is the money market, and these two forms a very integral part of financial market. And this is particularly in the case of India. When we see the capital market, this particular market is for long term. Okay, so this is the keyword over here. In capital market, you will generally see that we issue IPOs, we issue debentures, we issue bonds, and these are the securities which are issued for long term, let's say more than 1 year only. And in this money market, the securities are traded for short term. For example, let's say treasury bills, let's say cash management bills, all these securities comes under money market. And in money market, we have specifically covered in one of the Phenonomics series, and the link of the same will be shared in the description box below. Now let's go deep into the capital market. Going deep doesn't make the topic difficult. It definitely makes topic a bit lengthier, but at the same time, you will be, again I am saying it, this topic will be like very easy for you. So now let's start with the different types of capital market, specifically in India. First is equity market and the second is debt market. Okay, so we will be first covering to equity market, and then slowly and gradually we will move to debt market. So let's first start with the equity market. See, in equity market, there is a concept of equity securities. That in equity market, the money is raised from public and by issuing of equity. See, first we have to understand what does the term equity mean. See, equity means a stake in the business. Equity means a part in the business. By this particularly, we mean that if you are having an equity into a certain business, you will be that particular part of that business. But that doesn't mean that you will be having, certain type of advantages. Equity shareholders come with certain cost. So let's try to decode the concept of equity with an example of evergreen company of India, which is known as Reliance. So first, let's assume that Reliance was like having Reliance or I would say the Ambani family has 100% ownership of Reliance. Okay. So presently, Ambani family has 100% ownership in Reliance. This is Reliance Limited. Okay. First, Ambani family has 100% ownership in Reliance, but seeing the current prospectus of Reliance, they wanted to raise more funds, and that's why they decided to visit equity markets. Okay, so when they visit equity market, again equity market will ask Reliance that you will have to offer some equity to my different investors. So after taking of funds from the equity market, now Reliance shareholding structure looks like this. Earlier only Ambani family was there, but now the stake of Ambani family has been reduced to 25%. Journal investors has been again taken into the account of 25%, and in the same way financial institution and government are also into the picture now. So you see, when you come in the equity market, you will have a certain part of the business. At the same time, your shareholder, your dilution, or I would say the decision making power also goes down. Earlier Ambani family was having 100% of ownership, but now if we see, there are 4 different entities which can make decision for Reliance. If you are a financial student, then this particular show Shark Tank India was very famous in India right now, and this particular show is like a copy paste of an equity market, but it is on a short scale. Like for example, if a startup comes into this particular show, they will again try to sell equity to these particular gentlemen. Okay, so when they sell equity to these particular gentlemen, again they will try to these particular gentlemen will give the money, but that particular startup will give them an equity. So you might have enjoyed this show as well, and this particular show is a copy paste, as I have said, of equity market. So let's move ahead. Now we have major features of equity capital. Particularly first is part ownership. As I've already told you that all these 4 entities will now have certain percentage of ownership in the Reliance. So that's what part ownership is all about. Then we comes to variable return as well as higher risk. See, in equity capital there is a concept of fluctuating dividends. In 1 year you might got extra return, let's say above 10%, but in next year you might got, let's say, 5% only. So there is a an upward or a zigzag kind of a curve which can give you higher return as well as lower return at the same time, and that's why they have a higher risk. And the third component is management, control and voting rights. See, all these now 4 different individuals will have a stake in management, in control as well as in voting right. They will be actively participating into the company affairs. So let's take this particular gentleman now. Let's say he is also an investor in Reliance only. So what this particular investor will be called? Will it be categorized as an active shareholder or will it be categorized as a passive shareholder? Yes, the correct answer will be active shareholder. Why? Because as I've already told you a few seconds before, that management, control and voting rights all are the 3 major components of equity shareholder. Now let's come to a certain type of revision. First, let's revise. See, in financial markets, we have seen that we have capital market as well as money market. Under capital market, we have equity market as well as a debt market. Now, if a company wants to raise fund in the equity market, what are the different ways? Let's see in this particular slide. See, offering in equity market. The first and the foremost is primary route. Under primary route, the company plays a very important role. Please note this particular point, that company plays a very key role in the primary market. See, under primary market, the company directly issues shares to the trader. Okay, and the trader in return gives the money to the company. So it's like a bilateral relationship. You give one thing and you get another thing. So here the company gives the share and the investor gives back the money to the particular company. All the IPOs are an example of primary market. At the same time, if we see the recent show of Shark Tank, that is also an example of primary market, because in Shark Tank also you will see an investor directly going on to the show and selling the equity to different types of people who are sitting over there. Okay, now there comes the second part, which is known as secondary route. Under secondary route, mind you, company has a very less role to play, or I would say the company plays a very passive role. See, here trader 1, let's say he is a Vinod, he trades the fund with another trader. So here trading of shares take place. For example, today if I own, let's say 100 share of Reliance only. Okay, so if I go to the, let's say, National Stock Exchange, I sell those particular shares to the other guy who is already sitting in the National Stock Exchange. So company doesn't play a very important role in secondary market, but company plays a very important role in primary market. All the share trading of NSE and BSE, are an example of secondary route. Okay. So let's check your concepts with some 3 questions right now. So the first question on the screen, identify the correct statement from Philo. So you will have to read all these 5 statements and then you will have to identify which of the following is correct. If you are able to answer this, then your conceptual clarity is really good. You have to answer this particular question in the comment box below. Let's now see some previous year question as well, because all our motive is to prepare you for all the future examinations. So this particular question was asked in RBI Grade B 2019. Capital market facilitates the issuance of new securities and the trading. Which type of capital market? So there are only 2 types. Please remember this. There are only 2 types. Which type of capital market facilitates IPO? So you just have to answer that particular market in which IPOs are issued. Very easy question. And this is very easy according to me. Okay. Now let's come on the same line. We have given you a certain question which RBI can ask in future examination or SEBI even. So you will have to identify a type of market wherein a company has a very less role to play. Again, a very conceptual check question. So I hope you will be able to answer all these 2 questions as well as a previous question in one go. Take less than 10 seconds and answer all these 3 questions. And I will be telling you the answers in the next lecture of Phenomics. Moreover, in the next lecture, we are going to cover different concepts of IPO, different concepts of FPO, why disinvestment is categorized as an offer for sale. So there are different concepts. We will go, I would say, a rather deep, and this particular knowledge will definitely help you in the upcoming as well as the upcoming SEBI as well as RBI Grade B. So meet you in the next lecture. Until then, take care and keep preparing hard.